based on the movies alone. The thing is, Magneto alone could probably take on all of them except for Wanda. And even in the comic books, he had defeated the Avengers before one-on-one. So let alone with the X-Men.
So Jeff, has he changed your mind?
Nope.
So Magneto could essentially kill anybody with controlling their blood. That's one thing. Iceman, which is also there, can also, or Magneto can also control your mind as well through the electricity that goes through your brain. Here's my issue is that let's say you put Wanda and Jean one-on-one, right? Which is a good fight. Basically, it all comes down to that anyways. Could she beat Phoenix and she could beat not Magneto, Professor Xavier attacking her mentally? You think that's a possibility?
How can I put it? I would say this. Why even let's go to the comments. Why even make it an argument? Even in the comments, like why even present it as that if it's just that black and white? You get me? So
here's the thing.
Civil War would have never happened if like it's that black and white. See, I'm on the side of the X.
Thor in the movie was taken out by a taser. Let that sink in. Remember when Valkyrie came and Thor woke up in the junkyard?
Yeah.
She knocked him out with electricity.
Alfheim? Dornheim?
New Mexico?
You dare threaten me, Thor, with so puny a weapon?
So how, even Thor, in the comics,
Thor has beat Storm one-on-one. It was a tough fight, but he has beat Storm one-on-one. But in the
question is, how in the comics is it ever even a debate? How's it a story? How, why does the story? Yeah, but why is it a story? That's what I'm saying. Like if it's that much difference, right? How could there be a civil war when the war is one-sided? Like right. So in order for it to be a civil war, you would have to have something that breaks even, that would give one team more power than the other, or at the very least make it even. So from a writing perspective, if it's just that black and white, that cut and dry, like
you can write anything. You can write anything any way you want.
I'm just saying, let me just bring this
up. There's also people want to bring up Wanda, right? Like she's the ace. Well, she is the ace, their ace, basically, right? So again, the hex that she did in the city, right? Which is impressive in itself, right? But it's just a city. If you look at the feats that Professor Xavier have done planet-wise, worldwide, I think that Professor Xavier could take her out. I even think that Jean mentally could probably take her out too.
So it's no competition.
I don't think there is.
It's not even an argument.
If you want to go to comic books, House of M, Wanda, now that's a different story. And House of M, Wanda, let me just put out that she did not control that. She went insane, and as a result, altered everything. It wasn't that she was controlling it and altered everything. And on top of that, Professor Xavier, Jean, and all that, she wasn't facing them. So she did change other people's realities when they was unaware. So I think it would be a different story if Emma Frost, Xavier, or the telepaths was paying attention to what was happening, and Wanda decided to which I don't think she could do that if she wanted to anyway. She did that because she lost control.
So there's no definitive way under any circumstances. You saying without a shadow of a doubt.
Not if Magneto's there. First of all, Magneto.
No, let's just say I'm saying put everything on the table. You saying like there is basically not an argument.
If Magneto's there, and especially if Jean, if Jean, the only way they win, if somehow Jean can't tap into Phoenix Force.
So just okay. So you saying
that would be the only way. If Jean doesn't tap into Phoenix Force, then I can see Wanda defeating her.
So you saying like straight up that so the X-Men, without a shadow of a doubt, no comp. I'm just straight up, yes or no.
Cyclops can hear this. Cyclops can blast a nuclear weapon out his eye, a nuclear bomb. So if he does that, how many of the Avengers will live? it's just too many. Like it's just like Avengers. Like the X-Men has too many counters. That's the issue. Even if put it like this, even if you bring all 36 Avengers, bring the whole end game, everybody. Professor Xavier, Magneto is just too powerful.
So you're saying forget the X-Men. You saying that Professor X and Magneto. Forget again. You could just remove the X-Men based on your argument. You could remove the X-Men and just use Magneto and Professor X, and he can embody. They could body Endgame.
No, because they can't be. Well,
I don't know.
It's a good fight because the thing is, Wanda, like, can Professor Xavier beat Wanda mentally? That comes out like that'll be the question.
Go ahead, Jeff.
So there's a couple things that, because I tend to disagree with the comics a little bit. What's the one thing we're taught about a god is what? The only thing that can beat a god is who? Another god.
God, yeah.
Ask that when Loki got beat down by the Hulk, but okay.
Yeah, but we're talking about the Hulk. We're talking about a different kind of animal. But
he's still not a god.
But Magneto. You said what?
He's still not.
No, he's still not a god.
He's not a god. But we're talking about Hulk. We're talking about something else that was created in a laboratory.
Yeah.
The other thing about the X-Men is that they all have weaknesses. They have substantial weaknesses. And you have, I don't know why people are sleeping on, but you have Iron Man, the smartest guy in the room that could figure it out. So you think maybe they might lose a round, but I don't think they lose the war in that regards because they have him.
And I'm gonna see if I can piggyback off of that. And I know Juan gonna just say, well, because again, Juan, I'm gonna tell you how yours is just black and white. It's simply just they have Magneto, they have Professor X, so it's no winning, even in the case of Iron Man, right? So it was to say, and then I'm really curious to hear what you say.
But
you give Iron Man,
they have Wanda, so that's
no, I'm saying let's that's X Factor.
I'm not even counting Wanda.
Yeah, so
Wanda has a glaring weakness. Her mind is weak, and physically, like, you can shoot her with 9mm, and if you hit her, she's dead.
In Cyclops, he needs shades on. Somebody slap that shit off, he can't do nothing.
He's killing everybody then.
He killing his own people.